History teaches us that progress moves forward, that knowledge builds slowly, one invention at a time. But every once in a while, we find something that doesn't fit that story. Machines built before machines were supposed to exist. Systems that calculate, navigate, heal themselves, move on their own. Created in worlds without electricity, without industry, without modern science. Not myths, not legends, real devices, recovered from shipwrecks, ruins, and forgotten texts. And the disturbing part isn't that ancient people were intelligent. It's that this intelligence appeared, worked perfectly, and then vanished. Tonight, we're not looking at the beginning of technology. We're looking at the moments. History wasn't ready to continue it. For a long time, history told us this was impossible. That complex machines didn't exist in the ancient world. That gears, calculations, and predictive technology belonged to the modern age. Then, in 1901, a shipwreck in the Aegean Sea quietly disagreed. Greek diverse recovering statues from a Roman-era shipwreck noticed something strange. A corroded lump of bronze, cracked into fragments. First, it looked like debris. It wasn't. Inside the corrosion were gears, dozens of them, interlocked, precisely cut. This object became known as the Antikythera Mechanism. The ship sank around the 1st century BCE. At that time, history says the most advanced tools were sundials and basic astrolabes. No clocks, no machines capable of calculation. Yet this device didn't just measure time, predicted it. Modern scans revealed over 30 bronze gears, some smaller than a coin, cut with ratios so exact they could track the movement of the sun and moon, planetary cycles, eclipses, and even the timing of the ancient Olympic Games. This wasn't decoration. This wasn't symbolic. It was a working model of the cosmos, built in metal. Nothing like it appears again for over 1,000 years. No blueprints, no written instructions, no gradual evolution, just one machine and silence, which raises the real question. The Antikythera Mechanism doesn't suggest ancient people were magically advanced. It suggests something far more unsettling, that intelligence can appear, solve problems with precision, and then disappear, not because it failed, but because history wasn't ready to continue it. This wasn't the beginning of technology. It was a branch that was cut off, and we only found it by accident. Long before GPS, long before compasses, long before magnetism was understood, ancient China built a machine that could always point south, no matter how the road turned, and it did it without sensing direction at all. Historical records describe a strange vehicle, used as early as the 3rd century CE, a chariot with a small figure mounted on top. As the chariot moved, turned, or curved through terrain, the figure never changed direction. It always pointed south. This device was called the South-Pointing Chariot. At the time, magnetic compasses either didn't exist or weren't in use for navigation. There was no electricity, no sensors, no feedback systems, so the chariot wasn't detecting direction. It was calculating movement. Inside the chariot was a system of gears and differentials. Every turn of the wheels, left or right, was mechanically tracked. When the chariot turned, the internal gears compensated, rotating the figure in the opposite direction, not by sensing the world, but by remembering motion. This is the same mechanical logic later used in modern differentials, nearly 1,500 years earlier. What makes this unsettling isn't that it worked. It's that it required abstract thinking, an understanding that direction could be preserved through relative motion, not external reference. That level of mechanical reasoning wasn't supposed to exist yet. And like the Antikythera Mechanism, it didn't spread, it didn't evolve, it vanished. The South-Pointing Chariot wasn't a compass. It was something more advanced, a machine that understood movement itself. History didn't forget how to build it because it was impossible. history forgot it because the world around it never learned how to use that kind of thinking, scale. And when intelligence appears without continuity, it doesn't become progress. It becomes an anomaly. Modern cities are built to last decades. Some, if we're lucky, a century. Roman cities were built to last millennia. And the reason isn't architecture. It's the material holding everything together. Across Europe and the Mediterranean, Roman structures still stand. Harbors, domes, sea walls, temples. They've survived earthquakes, salt water, erosion, and time itself. Meanwhile, modern concrete often begins to fail. In under 100 years. That difference isn't age. It's chemistry. Roman engineers didn't have steel reinforcement. They didn't have modern mixers. They didn't have laboratories. But they had something else. A formula we still don't fully replicate. Roman concrete was made using volcanic ash, lime, and seawater. When exposed to water, especially salt water, it didn't weaken. It grew stronger. Inside the concrete, rare mineral crystals slowly formed over time, filling cracks as they appeared. In simple terms, the material healed itself. Modern concrete is designed for speed and scale, not longevity. Cracks. Steel corrodes. Water gets in. Roman concrete did the opposite. And the uncomfortable part is this. We didn't replace it with something better. We replaced it with something cheaper. Roman concrete wasn't a lost miracle. It was a deliberate choice to build for centuries, not budgets. The knowledge didn't disappear because it failed. It disappeared because the civilization that valued permanence collapsed. And when priorities change, even the strongest materials are forgotten. When we think about steam engines, we think about factories, trains, and the Industrial Revolution. What we don't think about, ancient Greece. But nearly 2,000 years before steam-powered cities, someone had already built a working version. In the 1st century CE, an engineer named Hero of Alexandria described a strange device, a hollow metal sphere mounted on an axis, 2 bent nozzles extending from its sides. When water beneath it was heated, steam escaped through the nozzles, and the sphere began to spin. This device was called the Aeolipile. There was no electricity, no engines, no industrial demand. Yet the principle was identical to modern steam turbines. Heat created pressure. Pressure created motion. Pure physics. The Aeolipile worked. That isn't debated. What's unsettling is what didn't happen next. No machines were scaled from it. No industry followed. No energy revolution began. The knowledge existed, but the world around it had no reason to use it. Technology doesn't advance just because something is possible. It advances when society is ready to reorganize itself around it. Ancient economies ran on human and animal labor. Steam wasn't necessary, so the idea stalled. The Aeolipile wasn't a failed invention. It was a solution to a problem that didn't exist yet. And when innovation arrives without demand, history doesn't move forward. It waits, sometimes for 1,700 years.